Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me in this Mind Mastery video. Today I have with me Schizoid Angst from another YouTube channel. And we're gonna talk a little bit about our experiences with our group coaching program, which is tailored specifically for people with schizoid personality. So if you want to learn more about what to expect or how we run these sessions, then please stay tuned. So maybe let's start with talking a little bit about Schizoid Angst. So you did appear on my channel a while ago. I do remember interviewing you, but would you like to briefly share maybe
Yeah,
what do
for
you do?
sure.
Who are
Sure.
you?
One of the most least watched videos on your channel, I'm sure. But no, I have my own YouTube channel that kind of mostly tackles schizoid PD or schizoid adapter sort of issues, questions. I interview people from, if I can get them to talk to me, from psychs to neuroscience people and things like that, in order to get to the bottom of this, to advocate for it more actively. And then I also have obviously the coaching program, which we're going to discuss a bit right now, that I do with Joanna here. And I have a server on Discord that is basically, I guess, what would be considered the largest schizoid PD server on Earth. That's not saying a lot because we have like maybe like 450 people that have gone through the vetting process and are schizoid on there. But considering what it is, it's definitely a high number. But yeah, that's what I do, and I do all that stuff.
So you've been basically kind of managing this whole community of people with
It's
schizoid
empire, yeah,
empire,
the
right?
empire. Yeah, I'm trying to build a cult up.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
straight
gonna
to
be
the point.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, there's no. We're not gonna get Waco. We're good.
So last year, it's been already a year. Last year, around August time, I think we started this group coaching programs for schizoids. We first started with the single sessions. That was kind of maybe a little bit difficult to maintain because each group was very different to the other one, and then it was
That
very
was a mess.
unpredictable. Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
a experiment. Then we learned we want to do group coaching programs. We started with the 6 sessions, still learning experience, up and
Right.
downs. Some things were working really well, some were kind of a little bit clunky. Now we took a little break and we're approaching it from a very different perspective, I think. So
Yeah,
so we're
we
going
were
to be
doing
doing
the alpha. We were doing
yeah,
the alpha, and then now we're finally doing the full Steam release of
yeah. So this is a I think we evolved like at least 2 levels. And
mm,
I do believe that the next group coaching program is going to be much higher quality to what we were doing before. And do you agree with that, or do you think things will stay the
no, it's
same?
gonna be terrible. It's gonna be worse than ever. It's gonna be no.
Perfect.
No, of course not. I'm sure it's gonna. I'm very confident that it's gonna be far more detailed, and we're gonna put in the work behind the scenes. We're putting in the work because now we know where to put the work in. Before we were kind of almost blindly leading the blind, trying to figure out where to go and what to do. Because, as I've mentioned on my own channel, there's just like no literature, there's no template for this. We just went in blind and we tried our best, and our best seems to be working. So, and now that I feel a little more confident and stuff regarding it. Yes, I definitely think there's going to be significant improvements as to the how well we facilitate it, as well as what the people involved get out of it long term.
Mm.
So yes, I think that.
So what I'm curious about, oh, and by the way, I did forget to mention that we did record another video on these experiences and learnings that is on Angst channel. So
Yeah,
if you
that's
want to
me
check it out,
interviewing you.
right. So if you do want to check it out, there will be a link in the description, and you'll be able to kind of see things from different perspectives as well. So we talk about different things there, and here we're going to talk a little bit about maybe some
Yeah,
overlaps, but also some other things. So
on my
please check it
on
out.
if watch the one on my channel if you want to hear someone with a higher IQ talk about this. Anyway, go ahead.
So one of the first things that I think it would be valuable for everyone to learn about is we did talk about my experiences, my maybe learnings or my perspective, but I'm curious about your perspective. So if you think about your role in these groups, like last year, last September, and how you are today, how you will be showing up at this group from the next group coaching program, what has changed for you?
Well, I definitely I've learned a lot about myself and the way I um, what's the word, interact with groups. And obviously, like the way I normally am, and anybody that's seen my channel knows I'm rambly. I'm my attention's easily drawn away. I jump from place to place, and it's been a process for me to sort of learn how to curve some of that and use some of what is useful in the way I approach a lot of these subjects and what I have personally individually learned uh, in my own work, in my own research, and being able to actually practically implement it in a group setting. So that's been like the major lesson for me is like I can't just like learning how to be a person that is helping facilitate and work with a group of people that are looking to be supported and well not supported but like to find advice and to find a way to communicate with everyone there efficiently and blah blah blah. But yeah, I think for me that was like one of the major learning components is how do I get my knowledge and my personality and actually implement it in an efficient and practical way in that setting. So
Mhm.
I think I've learned significantly how to do that.
How do you think that has been impacting the group or the quality of sessions or the
Oh yeah,
value
it's
that people are
increased them.
getting?
Yeah, increased them significantly. Because if you remember, like the early sessions, the early group sessions, man, I was just like talking too much. One, and then two, I would like hijack. You would like start doing something, and then my ADHD ass would just be like, oh, but what about this? Oh, yeah, but this. Oh, what we gotta look at this. And then, obviously that would be difficult for you. And that was kind of like inefficient way to, handle the group. And a lot of the people there would kind of follow me. But then we ended up just being like some weird meta theoretical discussion that a lot of schizoids would just do. Like, I don't know, like on my Discord server, it would turn into that instead of like something that was actually being effective in what it is that
Mm.
we were trying to do. And that was early on. And obviously, I've significantly curved. I got yelled enough at by Joanna about that. So it was just badgering me, yelling me, shaming me all day about it. No, they weren't. But yeah.
So now you're portraying me as I'm this person that, you come to our groups and I'm just gonna bully everyone.
Yeah, you're just going to bully everyone. No, no. I'm the bully. You're not the bully. You're the nice one. No, I'm lying.
Yeah,
Neither of us are
yeah.
nice.
No,
Neither. We're both bullies.
Angst is doing the dirty job.
Oh
I
yeah,
need
I'm
it.
the dirty cop. I'm the bad cop. You're the good cop. All right, that's fine. But go ahead. Sorry.
So yeah, I think it's for both of us that I guess we kind of found our own structure and how to, methods of how to work with people in these groups and what works, what doesn't work. And I guess learn to work with these people and with groups in general. So
I
as
mean, you
far
were
as I
already
know,
much better at working with groups than I was. I think for me, that was the most difficult part, was learning how
mm,
to properly work in groups as a facilitator of some kind.
yeah,
So
well, yeah,
it's a
it's a
very different
learning,
dynamic. It was
it
definitely a
is,
learning
yeah,
process for me.
for sure. For me too, yeah. So we both probably know that most schizoids they do avoid groups. They will avoid therapists. There's this, I think there's that reputation that, therapists are, they're gonna schizoids are gonna be misunderstood, basically. I think that's the
Mhm.
underlying challenge for lots of people to avoid looking for help, to getting therapy, to getting counseling. And just to be clear, our group is not a therapy group. It's not a
No,
counseling group. It's not a therapy group. We're not healing. We're not treating anything. It's more
no,
about
we're,
the
we're
whole learning experience. Yeah.
yeah, and if you find the experiences you learn in that help you heal yourself, then good.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
yeah, we're not here to tend to your wounds. We're here to talk about them.
So how would you say our group is different to maybe a typical therapy or support group? Like if a
Um,
schizoid come in and say like, I'm misunderstood, it's not going to work. It's just going to be like another group.
yeah.
What would you be your
What's
argument
different?
against it? Yeah.
I think it's because both of us, and I've done it. We know what buttons to press, questions to ask now, because we have those buttons. I'm as you well know, I was diagnosed schizoid PD. I'm a little more like energetic than usual because the ADHD and everything else. So the point is, a lot of the emptiness and struggle and anhedonia and everything that comes with schizoid PD was something I've been struggling with my entire life. And it's something that I still occasionally struggle with, but I've made strides and improvements to through a variety of methods and self-learning and everything else. And I think the difference is that you're going to be working, even though Joanna's not a fan of labels, you're going to be working with two people that have experienced a significant amount of this sort of stuff, if I am allowed to say that. And so I myself have definitely been dealing with it. So you're not just going to be working with somebody that read some books or understands this via literature, or even though the literature is a little wonky sometimes, you're going to be working with people that experienced it. They have the lived experience of what it is that you're undergoing. That feeling of being misunderstood, misconstrued, for the type of thinking, the type of values, and things that matter to you that might be unconventional, or as it's often referred to as idiosyncratic in some of the literature. That stuff is stuff that the people doing this have kind of experienced to their own varying degrees. For me, it's been a spiral of madness, but it's nonetheless, I can bring that madness to the table and help to whatever degree that I can.
All right. So we're not just these outsiders that heard about schizoids or read about schizoids or read the DSM manual and then
Yeah,
we
yeah,
try to
yeah.
figure
The
out what to
ICD, yeah,
do.
no, that's
But
not
yeah,
us.
we're both having an insight and the lived experience into the void, working with the dilemma, working with conflicts, the schisms. So
all
yeah,
that
I do
all
agree
that
with that.
empty core shit and all that. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. We've
Yeah.
we've we've gone we've been messing with that stuff for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So from your perspective, what do you think are the most valuable aspects of the sessions?
Um, I would say, not to like discount us or anything, but I would say we're there to make the important thing happen. We aren't the important thing there. I think me and you are just good at making that important thing happen. The important thing is getting these people that have this lived experience, that have these struggles, and allowing them to express it in an absolutely unmasked, free way, and be with others that will understand it, but then also at the same time have us there to challenge some of these ideas. And then maybe if it, when it goes really well, sometimes they challenge each other and each other's ideas, right? Because one schizoid person might have certain ideas that might run contrary to another's, but the other has other issues that the other might have like a pushback on, right? And so we these elements basically let some of these issues sort of like pinball off each other like bumpers, and we're there. Like, this is how I like to picture it. I know it's kind of wacky, but I like to picture a pinball machine, and then me and you are like the things at the bottom doing
Yeah,
this.
the flippers, yeah.
The flippers. We're the flippers, and then the six people that are there are the bumpers. And we're just like, they're just bumping, 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 scores going up. And every time the ball is going to go out, we like flip it back in, and we're
Hmm.
like, okay, keep bumping, keep bumping. So that's kind of what we're doing, and we know our timing, our flipper timing is really good because we've been on the bumper end. We've been on the side of the bumpers for a long time. We know how the bumpers work. So that's how I picture it, at least. That's my metaphor or analogy or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah, yeah. So one of the major values of this group is that understanding that you can get from us and from other people. And
And the
we'll
challenges too.
and yeah, exactly. So the challenges, the issues, the experience, sometimes it might be difficult for people to maybe describe or vocalize certain experiences. And I think we're good with providing that language or
Oh yeah,
helping the
sure.
group to come up with the language to describe these experiences or challenges. So then that, that insight and awareness can get generated uh, in all people.
And, and
Yeah.
the major difference is the people there, including ourselves, that are challenging some of these ideas and bringing up questions that may be uncomfortable, may be difficult to answer, maybe stuff that you never really thought about, maybe a perspective that makes you feel a little uneasy because it brings up certain emotions or thoughts that make it difficult to deal with. The difference is that those things are being invoked by people that struggle similarly. So it's coming from a sincere place. It's coming from people that know what you're talking about, that aren't misunderstanding you, that experience what you experience to a significant degree. So that's the difference.
Yeah. And like we were talking about before as well, and in the other video, it's not just the comfortable space. It's not just all nice and all supportive.
No,
We
hell
also
no,
do
not with me there,
challenges.
especially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There've been, a little frictions in our groups as well when things can
yeah,
go a little bit maybe in a sense too far. But at least for my part, I do invite people to stay with the discomfort a little bit longer than you are used to. Just stay with it, and the group provides this opportunity to resolve certain things, to learn how to cope with these challenges that you normally wouldn't get a chance to cope with because they are misunderstood and the therapist is telling you that it's even wrong to experience this kind of thing. So I think our
yeah,
group is giving that space for the addressing the
yeah.
challenges
I
too.
absolutely agree. And also, when you come across, like, say you're like 4 sessions, 5 sessions in, and you already understand that the people in that group have a kind of a very sincere, transparent focus, just like you do, then what's going to happen is when you do come across something that is like difficult for you to manage or deal with, something that gets discussed or that you talk about that makes you feel like shit, essentially, it's not like you're just going to be left hanging, right? If you feel like shit, you actually have a place now where you can talk about why it made you feel uncomfortable, why it was such a difficult thing that the last session brought up, why since the last session you've been thinking about ruminating on something, right? Instead of just keeping it to yourself, you can bring it to the next session and talk about it with people that will more than likely understand what it is that you're struggling with. So, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, without, I guess, without colorizing everything so much, but yeah, I do believe there is a lot of value that we can provide for people. And we were talking as we were talking about it before, there's no other group that is doing it right now. So it's all a learning experience for both of us. It's all an experiment, and we will be starting our next group coaching program next month. So on the 22nd of October, 10 a.m. Pacific time. We still have, as of today of recording the video, which is the 24th of September, we still have 4 slots available. So we already got 2 signups.
We got
I, for,
two?
I forgot to tell you before
You
the,
didn't
yeah,
tell me.
I
We got
forgot.
two?
Yeah, we already got 2 signups. So we're
Wow.
still, as
Good
of today,
job with the communication there, Joanna. That's gonna
well, you were
really.
rushing me to
No,
record
I'm
this
kidding. I'm
videos. I
kidding.
just showed up and you're like, let's do
I
it.
all right. All right. Blame it on me. All right. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. It's fine. But yeah,
But
we got two.
yeah,
Nice.
so we're going to be meeting every Sunday, 8 times. So we have 8 sessions. Each session is 90 minutes long, which is a perfect duration as we learned. But in the past, our programs were only 6 sessions, but now we extended. We added a couple sessions because we've learned that 6 sessions is not enough. We
Yeah.
still like schizoids
I
take a
know.
little bit more
Next time
time
they're
to
gonna be like
warm up.
10 sessions, 15 sessions. No,
Maybe
no, no, man, that's too many.
too
That
many,
point,
yes.
just join another set.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. But yeah, yeah.
So if you do want to join, you can go on my website. The link will be provided in the description. If you want to learn more about the group, you can contact me. You can reach out to Angst. You can go on Discord server.
Discord or Twitter. Twitter. I'm on X. Or Twitter.
It's X now, whatever that is.
It's X. Yeah.
So we are here to help. You can contact us via email as well. You can contact me via website. Any questions you have, you can even drop them in the comment sections below the video. So
you can go to Joanna's house, knock on her door, ask her questions.
No, that's a little bit too far. That's a little bit too much.
Just a little. Yeah, but anyway.
Too inviting. But yeah, my point is, we are here to help, and I know it's might seem like a big commitment at first, but it's an experiment. It's a learning experience for all of us. So see what happens. All right. Well, thank you for watching. If you do want to learn more about the group, there's another video on Angst channel that you can check out. There's a little bit more information about this.
Much worse, because I'm in it.
You're so
Wait,
negative.
I'm in this one too. They're both bad. I'm in both. They're both terrible videos. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot.